everybody. Welcome to the Geek Pit. I'm Matt Dunphy, Senior Director of Systems Engineering at EMC, and we are honored to have a special guest with us today, Mr. Scott Delandy. Scott, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Matt.
Scott, big leader in the EMSD product division at EMC.
Yep.
And because you're here today, I thought I'd fly us in a special treat.
Oh, awesome.
You know, I am from Kansas City,
Sure.
the Midwest,
Yep.
which arguably has the best barbecue in the country.
No
and
doubt.
to a great extent, probably across the globe. So what better gift or what better surprise or
look at
treat
that.
than
Awesome.
a nice slab of ribs, huh?
Great. Looks
what do you
good.
think about that?
I think you're missing knives and forks, but
No, we don't use utensils.
you guys are
around here.
hardcore.
This is the
you
Geek
geeks.
Pit.
Jeez, okay.
Now, Scott, I have to apologize in advance. You know, typically you have beverage to go with, especially great barbecue.
Sure.
And I let you down.
Yes. Well,
hopefully you can find it in your heart to forgive me.
Matt, luckily, the folks at the Enterprise and Mid-Range Systems Division have you covered. I was able to pull some strings, and we were actually able to get some technology shipped in here to help with one of the first demos for the Geek Pit.
Demo, Geek.
Sure.
Okay,
Yep.
I'm with you
Yep.
so far.
So what we have is a system, and to the casual eye, it looks like an EMC storage array, but there's a little something special.
Scott, I saw VMAX back here. Now, great. I appreciate the equipment. I always love new gear to play with.
Sure.
Why a VMAX, and how does that relate?
Well, let me show you. So here we have a VMAX system, but inside is something a little bit different and probably something a little unexpected.
Whoa, Mr. Scott, I like it.
Yes, indeed.
Wow. Tell me a little bit.
So this is the VFridge. So a social media phenomena, if you would, over the last couple of years. So let me take you through some of the features of the VFridge. So first off, we have our advanced QoS settings so that we can dial in the proper temperature.
Nice.
So depending on what it is you're storing, if you've got beverages or maybe if you've got some other items that you're planning on serving. We also have some very simplified reporting and diagnostics. So we wanted to make sure that we had a very powerful user experience in using the technology. So we've simplified it so we can tell very easily whether we're temperature settings are out of compliance or not.
Scott, I'm with you. Then that's awesome. But what makes this a VFridge?
I'm glad you asked.
What's so special about
because it's not just a fridge. What makes it a VFridge is, like any of EMC's storage technology, is the advanced storage tiering.
Right.
Right. So fast. Right.
Yeah.
So here we've got tier 1 for our beverages. Here we've got tier 2 for things like cheese and meats and whatnot. And then we've got tier 3. Tier 3 is typically the stuff that doesn't get touched very frequently. So that's why we've promoted the beverages to tier 1.
Wow, you thought of it all. Well, Scott, I can't look at this anymore. I'm going to go ahead and help myself.
Well,
hopefully you do the same.
Well, I don't want to be rude, so I'll go ahead and join you.
Thank you.
Okay.
There has to be a story behind it. How did this come to be?
Well, yeah, so it started 2 EMC Worlds ago, where we were planning on putting some equipment up on stage, and we really didn't know what we wanted to do with it. We just didn't want to have it just sit up there. So I bumped into one of the hardware engineering guys, and I asked him, I said, hey, what would it take to put a refrigerator inside of one of the cabinets?
Right.
And, they thought about it, and they came back, and they said, well, there's some technical challenges. We've got to figure out how to make the door work, and we've got to make sure that the cooling is still intact.
I can only imagine.
And so I think part of the reason is because there was actual engineering work. They were interested in doing it. So a couple weeks later, they had the prototype, and we had something that we shipped to EMC World.
Wow. And what was the response? I mean, I have to imagine people have gone crazy over this.
So it was really funny when we did the gag up on stage, and we sort of expected that because it was unexpected.
Right.
But then right after that, we got all these calls and emails and requests from the field, from customers, from partners, all wanting to know how could they get their own VFridge.
Wow. So does anybody have this today? Or is this the first?
So what we did is we, because of the response that we got, we actually had to take it.
Whoa, Scott.
Whoa. Easy there, Gunsmoke. Hey, wait, give me that. No, here, take that. Interns.
God, what are you going to do with them?
Unbelievable.
Jeez.
So we got this great response, and so we put it on the EMC store, and we actually sold out. So we just ordered another batch, and we're getting ready to go ahead and make those available on the EMC store again.
Wow, that is an awesome story. Scott, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Let's get started. Congratulations on an awesome product.
Thanks, Matt.
I think we need to cheers to an awesome VFridge.
Thank you very much.
Great job. And I highly encourage you to check out the EMC store, get your VFridge, and it's a pleasure having you, Scott. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.